Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Well, today I'm reviewing a large ring cigar for you large ring aficionados. This is from Aganorsa Leaf, formerly Casa Fernandez. This is the JFR Lunatic Short Titan. Now, this is a big one, 4 1/4 by 60. Closed foot. Look at that thing. Well, let's go ahead and get the density shot, or whatever you can make of it. And look at this cute little pigtail at the cap. Now, of course, the cigar has a good feel in the hand. It's big and fat. A little bit about it. Habano wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, Nicaraguan filler. No shock there, right? Listen to the sizes if you're not familiar with this line. I got this locally. The short Robusto is the smallest, okay, if you want to call it small, 4 1/4 by 52. This is the short Titan, which we're doing today, 4 1/4 by 60. There's also an El Chiquito, which is 4 3/4 by 70, and an 8 by 80, which is, big shock, 8 by 80. Now, these came about 2016 IPCPR trade show. Aganorsa Leaf, then known as Casa Fernandez, added the JFR Lunatic Habano. JFR, by the way, stands for Just for Retailers. And Lunatic is, I guess, because it's so big. But they also have a Maduro line now, which I did not get around to trying. So that's the long and the short of it. And here's the short and the fat of it. Let's get right to it. The JFR Lunatic Short Titan. Some of these pigtail caps are really cute, and this is one of them. It's just so cute, but I'm going to pop it right off. Well, can't get a better draw than that. Let's take a look at that little rascal. What did you do, Tim? There he is. See it? There's the pigtail cap. All right. The draw is absolutely effortless, even though we've got a closed foot. Now, when I like this, we've got to be careful. There's going to be a lot of pieces on fire. A lot of stuff flying around. You can't hardly see probably on the video, but there are. Well, your very first flavors, and I expect this to change a little bit, but it's not a citrus, it's more of a cedar, quite a bit of brown sugar, sweetness, and cinnamon, quite a bit of nutmeg, and a lot of an earthy black coffee. It's very, very earthy. Black pepper at around a 7. So that's kind of how you start. Now, I'm going to make it my mission to try to get this cigar to burn evenly. It has a great draw, so it should be okay. I just have to go slow. Not sure how the thirds are going to work, but this is so fat, it's going to burn so slow that probably I can do it. Well, I'm pretty much at the first third, and it's burning pretty evenly, wouldn't you say? And you can't go much slower than I'm going. Look at the time for the first third on this short little fat cigar. Now this cigar does remind me of the signature selection somewhat. I can tell it's Aganorsa tobacco, but it doesn't have quite the sweetness and the richness of that cigar, which, by the way, was my number 5 cigar of the year last year. This is a good cigar, though, and it's a really good price point. I think this only costs like $6, something like that. But it's now sort of a tangy cedar. It's not quite citrusy, but it's kind of a citrus cedar mix. Plenty of brown sugar and cinnamon. A lot of a sort of a sour type nutmeg. It's a lot of nutmeg. Very, uh, it's very pronounced nutmeg. It's not a dry nutmeg. It's not a anything like that. But it's sort of a. It's got a kind of a twang to it. Is that a word? There is somewhat of a black coffee base, but it's rather subdued. Pepper is still decent, medium bodied at best. The finish is quite a bit of that nutmeg and just a touch of a cream. So you've got that, it's sort of a toasted cream at that. Remember that term I've used over the years? So you've got a toasted cream and nutmeg. It's not offensive, but it's, and a little bit of lingering black pepper. This is actually, it's a very pleasing cigar to my palate. The first third, I would rate it at 92. I'm actually enjoying it a lot. There's a lot of sweetness in the cigar, but there is a lot of that. I'm calling it a sour nutmeg. Don't mistake that as a negative term. It's just the best way I can describe it. So let's see what the second third brings, and more importantly, let's see how long it takes to get there. Well, we're going to call this the end of the second third, and the sweetness is up. Still sort of a citrusy cedar, sort of more cedar, but a lot of brown sugar and cinnamon. Still a lot of that nutmeg, though, and a light black coffee base. It might be a low grade medium to full, but that's it. Finish is pretty much unchanged. Might be a little more lingering black pepper, but this is not as good as the signature selection, but it does remind me a lot of it. I like this cigar as far as a budget cigar too, man. And look at the burn time. It's ridiculous. An hour and 24 minutes. And we're at the end of the second third. Man, smoke it slow, really slow, and you'll get all these nice sweet flavors. For the second third, I would actually bump it to 93. It's really getting close to my wheelhouse. It's right there, boy. It's pretty good. It's very enjoyable. So, long way to go, burn time wise. But let's see what the final third brings. Well, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. I'd say it's my mission. Well, Ash is doing something funky there, but look at the burn line. My mission accomplished. I did burn it evenly. And look at the burn time. Hour and 51 minutes. Ridiculous. Okay, your flavor stayed exactly the same to the end as they were in the second segment. No need to change anything. 93 for the final third. This is a very enjoyable cigar. Aganorsa leaf, Casa Fernandez. It's got a good cigar here and a really good price point. This is the only size I've had, so I don't have anything else to judge it by. But it does remind you a lot of the Signature Selection. What else can I say? It's a good cigar. Overall score, 92.67. Pretty good. So there you have it. The Aganorsa Leaf JFR Lunatic Habano. And I didn't say Habano all along, but this is the Habano. Short Titan. Very good. 92.67.